Good day, everyone. I am July Calibay Sarol from SC11 San Narciso, Lucena Cluster. And I will present this video to Ma'am Babes Mendoza. So our topic for today is about indigenous people. What is the indigenous people are? Indigenous peoples are culturally distinct groups who are the original inhabitants of a region prior to colonization or the arrival of other ethnic groups. They maintain deep ancestral, social, and economic ties to their lands and possess distinct languages, belief systems, and traditions. There are over 476 million indigenous people worldwide, divided into more than 5,000 distinct groups across the 90 countries. Because you are in the Philippines, you are located in a country with a highly diverse indigenous population. The Philippines is home of an estimated 14 to 17 million indigenous people belonging to 110 ethno-linguistic groups. So, I have here indigenous peoples classification that they are belong to entirely different ethno-linguistic groups and the geographically separately. So, separated. So, the Igorot, the first one is the Igorot. The Igorot is the people or an indigenous ethnic groups of Austronesian descent residing in the Cordillera mountain range of the Luzon, Philippines. So, the Igorot people is comprising distinct ethno-linguistic groups including the Bundok, Ibaloy, Ifugao, Kalinga, and Kankanaey. They are globally renowned for their rich culture, sustainable highland farming, and the ancient Banawe rice terraces. So, the next one is the Lumad. The Lumad are a collective group of a non-Muslim and non-Christian indigenous nation native to Mindanao, Philippines. So, the Lumad are also comprising over a dozen ethno-linguistic tribes like the Manobo, Subbanen, and Tibuli. They are defined by their deep spiritual connection to their ancestral lands and traditions, agricultural practices. So the last one, indigenous, is the Mangyan. The Mangyan are the indigenous peoples of Mindoro Island, Philippines, comprising 8 distinct ethno-linguistic groups like Raya, Alangan, Tadyawan, Taubuid, Bangon, Buhid, Hanono, and Ratagnon. So, the Mangyan is also known for their peaceful nature-oriented way of life. They practice subsistence farming, create intricate crops, and preserve unique traditions such as writing ancient scripts on bamboo. So the next one is contribution to Philippine culture. So indigenous people are the bedrock of Philippine culture. They contribute, define the country's national identity through ancient oral epics, sustainable agricultural feats like the Ifugao rice, terraces, master craftsmanship such as Mindanao's and Chukate tinalak weaving, and deep environmental stewardship. So let's talk about the current needs or issues about the indigenous peoples in the Philippines. Approximately 9.8 to 17 million across 110 ethno-linguistic groups face intersecting issues. Their most critical needs include securing ancestral and land titles protections from corporate displacement and access to basic services like healthcare and education. So, dito na nga papasok yung paano nga ba nila nahaharap yung mga ganitong suliranin o kahirapan sa kanilang buhay. lalo't higit sa healthcare at education. Ito ay napakahalaga para sa atin bilang isang Pilipino, bagkus para sa kanila ay nahihirapan sila. So, number 1, land texture and displacement. So, we have here ancestral domain claims. So, in ancestral domain claims, acquiring a certificate of ancestral domain title CADT is a rigorous process that frequently takes 10 to 20 years, leaving indigenous lands unrecognized and vulnerable. So, next is development aggression. Indigenous territories are heavily targeted for large-scale mining, infrastructure, and renewable energy projects. Next is corporate evictions. Despite the Indigenous People Rights Act, IPRA, communities, even those with existing claims, struggle against forced evictions, privatizations of water sources, and mining expansions that destroy farmlands. So, number 2, human rights and red tagging. We have that too. Um, we have that too. So next is we have here uh, next we have here human rights and red tagging. Number 1 is targeted violence. So, targeted violence, the Philippines remains highly dangerous for environmental and land defenders. Number 3, ulit nga. So, the next one is the human right and red tagging. So, we have here targeted violence. So, the Philippines remains highly dangerous for environmental and land defenders. The second one is red tagging. Indigenous resistance to corporate or state developed projects is frequently branded as anti-development or tied to insurgency, leading to harassment, surveillance, and violence. So let's proceed to the next slide. Number 3 is socio-economic marginalization and services. We have here extreme poverty. Indigenous communities are consistently ranked as the most disadvantaged in the country, battling high rates of illiteracy, malnutrition, and unemployment. So sila yung mga tao na sobrang hirap talaga at karamihan sa kanila ay walang mga trabaho. Yung mga may disadvantage dito sa ating bansa. So, next we have lack of political representation. Number 4, climate and policy exclusion. So, indigenous voices are frequently marginalized in official decision-making processes, including national climate change and energy transition planning. Even though indigenous territories contain the bulk of the country's remaining forest cover and mineral resources. So let's proceed to the next slide. So I will show you the example about the indigenous people here in the Philippine culture. So, indigenous people in the Philippines.
Remembering forgotten practices so we may recall our former beliefs. We will be sharing the religious practices of 5 indigenous tribes from Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. In the rugged, mountainous regions of Luzon, the Ifugao honor their ancestors and deities through rituals called Baki, led by the Mambaki or community priest. These ceremonies pay respect to the spirits and are especially important during the harvest, ensuring blessings and protection for their crops.
Kalinga, Luzon. The Kalinga lived in the northern highlands of Luzon and worshipped the supreme deity Kabunyan. Their rituals focused on protecting crops rather than seeking miraculous growth. After planting, they performed ceremonies for ancestral spirits, asking them not to harm the harvest, and seek Kabunyan's blessing to ensure the fields remain fertile and productive.
The Aklanon live in the province of Aklan, Tanay and honor a variety of deities. In a sensual spirit, ritual are often led by a babaylan or a spiritual leader to protect the community, ensure a bountiful harvest, and heal the sick.
The Tibuli live in the highlands of South Cotabato, Mindanao. They believe in many spirits and deities, including Kadaw Lasambad, the sun god, and Bulan Lamuguaw, the moon goddess, as well as ancestral spirits. Before weaving the tinalak, they pray to Fud Dalu, the spirit of Abak, because they believe the patterns are inspired by dreams sent by the spirit.
The Maranao live around Lake Lanao in Mindanao and are predominantly Sunni Muslims. While Islam is central to their faith, many Maranao also maintain pre-Islamic beliefs, including spirits called Tono and Inikadua, and perform rituals like the Kadaulat Samyatay or invitation to the dead.
So now that you are already watched the video about the Philippine indigenous people, let's proceed to our short quiz. So here's our directions. Read each statement carefully. Write true if the statement is correct and false if the statement is incorrect. So, number one, the Igorot people are indigenous group who traditionally live in the communication regions of northern Luzon. Is it true or false? Number two, the Lumad are indigenous peoples who are mainly found in Mindanao. The Lumad are indigenous people who are mainly found in Mindanao. So, is it true or is it false? So, number three, the Mangyan people are indigenous groups who primarily live in the island of Mindanao. I repeat the question. The Mangyan people are indigenous groups who are primarily live in the island of Mindanao. Is it true or is it false? Next question. Many indigenous groups in the Philippines have their own languages, traditions, and cultural practices. Many indigenous groups in the Philippines have their own languages, traditions, and cultural practices. Is it true or is it false? So, last question number 5. Is it acceptable to discriminate against indigenous peoples because their culture is different? I repeat the question number 5. It is acceptable to discriminate against indigenous peoples because their culture is different. Is it true or is it false? Is it true or is it false? So let's proceed to the next slide to check your short quiz. Here are the correct answer of your short quiz. Just check it out. And for the continuation, let's proceed to the next slide. So, lesson learned and recommendations. So, as a reporter for, so lesson learned and recommendations. So, as a reporter for today, learning about the indigenous peoples of the Philippines such as the Igorot, Lumad, and Mangyan helped me appreciate the country's rich cultural diversity. Each indigenous group has its own traditions, um, language, beliefs, and way of life that have been preserved for generations. Their knowledge of nature, respect for the environment, and a strong sense of community teach us valuable lesson about unity, resilience, and cultural identity. It is important to recognize and respect the rights, protect their ancestral lands, and preserve their unique heritage for cultural generations. So my recommendation about it is to help preserve the culture and traditions of indigenous peoples in the Philippines. Everyone should learn more about their history and the way of life through education. And cultural activities, we should respect their customs, avoid discriminations, and support effort to protect their ancestral lands and cultural heritage. The governments, school, and communities should continue promoting programs that safeguard indigenous rights while ensuring they have equal access to education, healthcare, and livelihood opportunities. So, by working together, we can help preserve the rich cultural heritage and promote respect for diversity. So, that's all for today. Um, Thank you for watching.